standing on the other side of the hedge. Clover kept talking to Molly.
I'm certain about this. I saw you. He was talking to you, and you were allowing him to stroke your nose. What does that mean, Molly?
You didn't. I wasn't. It isn't true.
Molly, look me in the face. Do you give me your word of honor that man was not stroking your nose?
It isn't true.
Molly kept repeating that it wasn't true, but she couldn't look Clover in the face. The next moment, she took her heels and galloped away into the field. 3 days later, Molly disappeared. Nothing was known, and then the pages reported that they had seen her on the other side of the window. In January, many meetings were held in the big barn, and the pigs occupied themselves with planning out the work of the coming season. There were many disputes over between Snowball and Napoleon. There was a main dispute for the plans and the wheat.
I am not denying that building it would be a difficult business. Stone will have to be carried and built up into walls. Then the sails will have to be made, and after that there will be need for dynamos and cables. However, all of it can be done in just a year and will save us a lot of work. We only have to work 3 days a week.
We shouldn't focus that much on the windmill. The great need of the moment is to increase food production. If you waste time on the windmill, we would all starve to death.
The animals formed themselves into 2 factions under the Soviets, both for Snowball and the 3-day week, and both for Napoleon and the Filmmaker. However, Benjamin was the only animal that did not side either faction. Apart from the disputes over the windmill, there was a question of the defense of the farm. As usual, Snowball and Napoleon were in disagreement.
We must not prepare firearms and train ourselves in the use of them.
Well, instead of focusing only on physical confrontations, we should send out more and more pigeons and stir up rebellion among the animals on other farms. If rebellions happen everywhere, we will have no need to defend ourselves.
Animals couldn't decide which of them they should support, so they usually agreed with whoever was talking at the moment. At the meeting on the following Sunday, the question of whether or not to begin working the windmill was to be put to a vote.
We will have more lights, more energy, more free time, and we will have to work less. Electricity could operate threshing machines, plows, harrows, rollers, and reapers. And binders besides supplying every stall with its own electric light. Not in cold water, and an electric heater.
The windmill is nonsense. It's a nonsense, and I wouldn't suggest any of you to vote for that idea.
Out of a sudden, the dogs began chasing Snowball. The dogs began chasing Snowball out of the barn. While the animals present seemed to be confused by what was going on and eventually came back in.
From now on, the Sunday morning meetings would come to an end. They are unnecessary and a waste of time. In future, all questions relating to the working of the farm should be settled by a special committee on pigs, decided by me. We would meet in private and then communicate our decisions to the others. You should all still assemble on Sunday morning to salute the flag, sing the Feast of England, and receive your weekly orders.
All the animals were still in shock by Snowball's expulsion. However, none of them found the right arguments to protest. Back, Napoleon went with his dogs following him, and stood where Major used to stand and announce the following.
There is going to be changes here. Sunday morning meetings are cancelled since they were a waste of time and unnecessary. Future questions relating to Animal Farm will be discussed in a special committee and communicated to you all.
The animals still assemble on Sundays to salute the flag, sing the Feast of England, and receive weekly orders. After Snowball's expulsion, the farm stood in shock with many animals not knowing what to say and others arguing, but then stopped soon when Napoleon's dog broke. With the sheep bleeding, their motto, "Meh!" for legs good, 2 legs bad. Which lasted around 25 minutes and ended any chance of discussion. Then Squealer came around.
Comrades, I hope every animal appreciates Napoleon's sacrifice. Remember that leadership isn't pressure, but heavy responsibility. He, more than anyone, believes in equality, but at the same time, you commit errors. Example, what if you follow Snowball, where he is none but a criminal?
He fought bravely at the Battle of the Cowshed, said somebody.
Bravery Bravery is not enough. Loyalty and obedience is more important. As to the Battle of House, Snowball's part was much exaggerated. Discipline permanent. Iron Fist will remember. One false step and our enemies would be upon us. You guys don't waste time.
Once again, this argument was unanswerable, and then it was certainly didn't want Jones back, and decided to end the debate.
If Comrade Napoleon says it,